There was a lot of new product news in the tech world this week. First, Google hosted their September 2015 live event where they announced a couple of new Nexus phones, the Nexus 5X and 6P, which I'm sure is exciting for you Nexus fans. It's also one of the first phones that I'm aware of that charges with the new USB Type-C port. The interesting bit to me is that the 6P will be made by a Chinese manufacturer, Huawei. Less than 5 years ago, nobody would have even known of any Chinese cell companies in the US.
Car company maybe?
Sell flowers?
I feel like it's either like an airline or a small Hawaiian island I haven't heard of yet.
Now we have pretty big companies that most people are familiar with like Huawei, Meizu, OnePlus, and Xiaomi, just to name a few. Go China. Google has also announced their new version of Chromecast, which are now colorful pucks with a short HDMI dongle instead of the old HDMI stick form factor, which should make it easier to plug into tight spaces on the back of your TV. The new Chromecast now supports 802.11ac, but unfortunately no 4K video. I'm more excited about the announcement of the Chromecast Audio, which is basically a Chromecast but just for music. The cool thing about this is that it's only $35 and will allow multi-room support so you can attach multiple devices to different speakers around your house. Finally, a cheap multi-room whole house music option that doesn't cost hundreds of dollars. Suck it, Sonos and AirPlay. Unfortunately, it doesn't have an optical audio output, but I guess just one step at a time. Netgear also announced their new flagship router, the Nighthawk X8, to compete with the AC5300 routers offered by D-Link and Asus and some other brands. It uses all the best technology in wireless routers, tri-band support, port aggregation for NAS devices, Wave 2 technology with the newest Broadcom chipset, and 4x4 MU MIMO support. Physically, it only has 4 external antennas versus the 8 other that manufacturers are using on their high-end models, which make them look like spaceships to me. I've loved Netgear routers since their Nighthawk line originally came out, as I've had the Nighthawk AC1900 since its release date, and I haven't had to reboot that thing since I brought it home. It's just rock solid. It'll be fun to see how their newest stacks up against the competition when the benchmarks come out. Another big product announcement I missed from a couple weeks ago was Samsung's announcement of their first consumer-level VNAND NVMe-enabled M.2 drive. This is the Samsung 850 Pro M.2. I've been waiting for Samsung to release a consumer M.2 drive, and I can't wait to get one. While they did offer their SM950 OneDrive before, it was their enterprise version and it wasn't NVMe enabled, which is just a faster interface protocol if you don't know what that is. It's rated at 2.5 gigabytes per second reads and 1.5 gigabyte per second writes. Compare that to their current top of the line Samsung 850 Pro SSD drive, which is rated at only 550 megabyte reads and 520 megabyte writes. So it's the next huge jump in drive performance. Their M.2 drives look awesome too, finally using black PCB. 256GB and 512GB drives will retail for $200 and $350 respectively. I personally can't wait. And by the way, Samsung is the only brand of solid-state drives you should ever really consider. They have the best warranties, consistently top benchmarks going all the way back to their original 830 Pro, and are by far the sexiest looking drives you can get in my opinion. But anyways, that's what I found interesting in tech this week. If you guys enjoyed it, please remember to give a thumbs up. That really lets me know if I should keep making these. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and you guys take care.